Hello traders, good afternoon guys. Hopefully you are having a very good week with the market falling down left and right. Most of our short position are actually earning a lot of money. Fastenal, Facebook, Whirlpool, all those kind of stuff, Pool Corporation. So in this video, right, I want to talk about something, options. I want to talk about options because you have seen me posting options profits on Facebook or even on Telegram, right? So it seems that one of our Patreon subscriber actually brought up something which is very good, and I believe that it requires addressing now. Okay, because when you look at this account I have right here, this is my Tiger account, and you can see that for Whirlpool put option there is a 114% gain, and for Facebook put option there is like a 82% gain. So as a trader, right, you might be wondering, why like if you do not have access to options, or if you are not using options, right, it seems like you are missing out a lot. But that is totally wrong, and I want to clarify something a bit with regards to options. Okay, so firstly, when you use options, is very different from shares, and what you need to look at is from the perspective of risk. So you cannot look at 100% gain and then you decide to YOLO your entire account into a put option and hope that you can turn a very big profit. Okay, so one thing that you will notice right off the bat, okay, I have a Pool Corporation there. I also have a Fastenal shorts and Pool Corporation shorts. And you'll notice both of these positions, right, they are $10,000. They are very close to $10,000 in terms of contract size, okay? And now Pool Corporation is actually in $1,000 profit. And it has about 10% gain based on my $10,000 contract. So this is an actual share, actual stock that I'm shorting. But now, take a look at Whirlpool put position. Okay, Whirlpool put position has already gone up by 100%, meaning my original put position contract, right, it is only somewhere about $2,000 like that, or maybe even less than $2,000, I believe. So my original contract, I think you can see here, my original price is $6. I have 4 lots, meaning it is about 2,000 plus lah. Okay, 2,000 plus dollar. So what you can see here is that all my option contracts are very small compared to my actual shares trade. And the reason why it is that way is because when I buy an option, I am risking the entire options. When I put $2,000 option contracts into Whirlpool, right, my risk is that entire 2,000. And if you guys remember my overall portfolio size, which is about 150K, right, 2,000 come very close to a 2% risk, or even lesser than 2% risk. So in terms of risk, right, I am still managing very well, regardless if I'm using shares or if I'm using options. So always look from the risk perspective, not the big percentage gain that you are seeing right here. Okay, so if you are just trading normal shares without options, right, don't worry, you are not missing out anything. It's like you might see a very big $2,700 gain here, but if I were to put up the same amount of trade, if I were to put up a similar trade using shares instead of options, I am also going to get that level of profit anyway, about there. But perhaps maybe options might give you slightly more because you are rewarded for the time frame also because you have an additional time factor coming into play. Okay, so please don't get distracted by the big percentage gain. Look at the lot sizing also. In fact, for Fastener, right, my lot sizing is even bigger. It is close to about negative 15K like that. The only reason why it is negative 9K now, because after it hit the TP, right, I chose to TP a bit and then I leave the remaining there. And for those who know, I also have a fastener option contract, which I previously TP, so I spread out the risk a bit. And you will also notice why my pool corporation is only 11K, because I also have Home Depot that is running together. So the amount of cash that I'm supposed to go for pool, right, I split it with Home Depot and pool itself. So these are the kind of small thing I do here and there lah. So once again, I want to emphasize, please look from the perspective of risk, not like the big percentage gain, then you get greedy and then do funny thing. Okay, so now let's go to the next topic. Why am I using options? And that is very simple. So first you have to understand that I have several trading accounts. I use Tiger mainly, but sometimes, right, I will once in a while shift my money to IB. Sometimes I shift to Poem. Most of them stuck in Poem. And some, because Poem take out money take very long. Okay. Then some of the money in CMC also. Why? Because in CMC, I can play index. I can short European index, which is unavailable in Tiger. In Poem, right, I can short Singapore counters, which I cannot do so on Tiger, because if I want to short Propnex, I can only do it in Poem. So my funds are all over the place. And let's say in Tiger, right, if I have like maybe 5 or 6K that is stranded, that is remaining, and with that 5 or 6K, right, I cannot put up a normal trade, the normal trade amount that I usually do, which is about 15K to 20K like that. But with 6K, I can actually play 3 option contracts, or maybe even 4 option contracts at 1,500 each, and I'm willing to risk that entire 1,500 because that is my actual risk anyway. My entire put option is my risk. Okay, so that's the reason why sometimes I use options. And there is another advantage to option as well, because I am risking the entire option contract, right? Meaning I am not vulnerable to gap risk, because during earnings season, things can gap up, gap down, I don't know, but sometimes it can, if it gap up above your stop loss, right, or if you have a long position, if it gap down below your stop loss, you might risk more than what you have planned to risk if you are doing a normal trade. But if I have a put position and my risk is 1,500, which is the entire put option contract, right? And then it doesn't matter if the share price gap up until like 10 times, 20 times, 100 times. It doesn't matter if one day I wake up, I see Whirlpool suddenly at $1,000. My risk is still capped at my option. The worst is my option contract goes to 0. So if you are someone like me who trade very often and I have a lot of trade to maintain, right? Sometimes it is good to go for option, because I don't need to keep setting stop loss level. I don't need to keep worrying about the stop loss. The moment I enter my put option contract, right, I know, okay, like this is my risk really. I don't care really. Okay, so hopefully that clear up something. And once again, right, I want to emphasize, number one, if you have knowledge in options and you want to play options, think about your risk. Your risk is your entire contract, okay? And normally you want to risk about 2-3%. If you only have 10K account and you are buying $5,000 worth of option contract, right? Then maybe you might want to do some self-reflection. I have a 150K account. The biggest option contract that I ever bought was $3,000. I have never exceeded $3,000 option contract before, because that is very close to 2.5% risk. Okay, and secondly, if you have no idea what options are, you are not missing out just by trading normal share. In terms of risk adjusted return, you are still making the same amount of profit, just that maybe option might get a little more profit, but don't be greedy. Okay, if you want to be greedy, go and learn option. But if you don't know option, you don't go and because of greed anyhow play and then anyhow lose money. Okay, so hopefully that will put some I will say put you guys at ease okay, and hopefully you guys have some understanding on risk management when it comes to options also. So all the best, guys. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. we have a lot to talk about because I'm sure many of you are in the profit in a lot of your trade already. Okay, so congratulations for those who managed to pull the trigger, and see you guys. Have a nice Thursday. Bye bye.